there, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in tonight. It's Wednesday. Like I told you earlier on Facebook and through YouTube, I will be talking about crack slaw tonight. Thank you again for tuning in. My name is Chef Bama. Yes, I said Chef Bama. My kids asked me last time, Dad, why didn't you say Chef Bama? I said, okay then, so fine. Next time, I'll say Chef Bama. Tonight, we're talking about crack slaw. Yes, I said crack slaw. Crack slaw is a very simple, very easy dish to do on a real quick night. When you have baseball practice, soccer practice, Boy Scouts, any kind of practices or anything that you got to get on the road, crack slaw is the way to go. A friend of ours from my son's school told us about it. I was like, sure, I'll try it. I came home, I studied up, did my homework, and guess what? We figured it out. The ingredients in the dish is very simple. Sesame seed oil, granulated garlic, soy sauce. You can use tapatio or you can use any kind of hot sauce, sriracha. We got salt, pepper. It takes some good meat. It's 85% or higher, preferably. It's not as much grease and anything like that. So the very first thing you need to get going is your meat. So you take your meat, you get it in the pan. And when you do, what you got, you can take some, let me take my hands here and get them wiped up for you. Clean that off. You want to stay clean as best you can. So what you do is take a little bit of salt and pepper it up really good. And then, now you got your pepper. Take the pepper, get it all nice and seasoned up. Now while the meat is cooking, you can go ahead and get your vegetables going. With that, you have, get that going and let that settle in a little bit. Get the meat nice and browned up. Now, the vegetables, the cabbage, the easy way to go, like I said, quick and easy, you can buy the pre-coleslaw mix. It's already sliced up, ready to go. It contains carrots, green cabbage, and red cabbage. Or you can do it the hard way and get home and take your cabbage and slice it up yourself with a knife or with a grater. You can grate it out. It's not that serious. It's real. To make it quick and easy, you take your you take your sesame seed oil, you get it in the pan, getting it nice and hot. And then once you do that, you take your cabbage, pre-packaged. It's real quick and easy. Get that sizzle. The sesame seed oil is nice. The texture in it, the smell in it is all very, very good. Take some garlic. You can sprinkle your garlic over the top of it like that. And we will be adding some more of this in there later on. Take your soy sauce. Sprinkle some of that on there as best you can. JB is my film director back there, so he's having a good time filming and getting everything going. For those of you who have signed on and subscribed to my YouTube page, I really greatly appreciate it. I'd like to get that going up a little bit faster, a little bit more people subscribe, but again, it was the first week, so what can you say? So once you get this nice and stirred up, you can take some more sesame seed oil, put it over the top. Now while that's doing that, you take your lid, put that right on top, let that simmer up. In the meanwhile, you can get your hamburger meat, finish getting it seasoned up. And so today is a lot of news topics about this New England Patriots and all their dilemma that they have going on. And what leads me to that is when you have your romaine lettuce, and while this is all cooking off and getting ready to go, your romaine lettuce, you see the curvature to where you put it in? You want it nice and deep like a boat. You don't want it flat like a Patriots football. Sorry, I had to take the shot at New England Patriots, but it's okay. Now what you do, you can go ahead and get your boats ready to go. Have them pre-set up and ready to go on that matter. In the meanwhile, you can come back and we can check on this hamburger meat. It's getting nice and brown. You can smell the salt, the pepper, and a little bit of garlic that we did put in here. I like adding garlic to pretty much everything I use because it helps fish cooks fairly quickly, so for the video purposes, I'm doing them at the same time, but normally what I would do is cook this a little bit later once the meat's almost done. So now, I turn the heat down on that. We're going to do that. Take a sip. Now, very good thing happened to me today. We had in the mailbox, I received a letter from Chesapeake Jubilee inviting me out to be in the barbecue competition. As a lot of you may know, I love doing barbecue. I love doing anything outside on the grill. So what I'm going to start doing is getting back in the routine. I'm going to get my rubs made. I'm going to get some sauce made. A lot of people love my sauce. JB loves my sauce. He'll put it on anything we can get. I'd like to give I guess you would consider a shout out to Chef Katie Chin. She has a website and a YouTube page. I would suggest that you go out and check it out. She's a very wonderful lady. She's emailed me and she subscribed to my page also. She's going to help get my name out there for you guys and maybe help me along later on down the road. Some of her dishes, she has a very quick and easy cookbook out there. It's just named #1 seller, or best seller, I should say. Caught myself looking at a little bit more videos lately, or watching more cooking shows. Today at work, while sitting in the lounge at the operating room, they had The Chew on. I normally do not watch The Chew, but that time I did, and pretty interesting. I learned different techniques watching those guys talking on the camera, looking at the camera, cooking. Hamburger meat's taking a little longer. It's okay. We have it up on high. I can't wait to be able to have an outdoor kitchen where I can have my gas stove. I prefer gas stove over anything. Let me get this out of the way. And that salt and pepper, a little bit more salt and pepper on the hamburger meat. Tomorrow, I wish the luck to my boys. They have their archery competition, and we hope that they do well. I know they're going to have fun regardless how they do. They've been practicing at school for quite a while, and we'll see how they do tomorrow. This is JB's first year, and Dylan's second year doing it, and we'll see how it goes. Like I said, people have been asking me, a couple of people, not a lot of people, have been asking me to do different dishes. One of the ladies today at work asked me if I could do instructional videos on knife cutting skills, which we'll do some of those later on. We'll use potatoes like we did in school. We'll do a video on how to cut an onion. And believe it or not, people say, oh, you cut an onion. When you cut food, your knife cuts and your knife skills really go into effect, because I didn't realize it, but when you do your knife skills, if you have some onion pieces bigger than other onion pieces, not everything cooks as evenly. You want everything to cook evenly, because if one piece is raw and one piece is cooked, it just doesn't taste right, makes your dish all set off, and then also it doesn't look right. When you have your dish set out and you have different cuts, it looks sloppy. And we don't want sloppy. We want good tasting food. This is good country boy cooking. This hamburger meat is just about done. I know what next time we're going to get some different pans. We're going to beef up these videos and start doing some editing, and maybe get JB a tripod where he's not over there struggling with the camera. See the texture, the different colors that you have into the slaw here. You can smell that sesame seed oil. You can smell the garlic, the soy sauce. The smells are just wonderful right now. So we're going to put our lid back on, turn that down even more. And see, when you're cooking the hamburger meat, when you get good lean meat, you don't have a lot of grease. So you're really not having to sit there and drain it and do all that other stuff. And I can even feel tonight that I don't have a whole lot of nervousness like I had last time, which is very, very good in my part, because I felt extremely nervous last time. but with the support of all my friends out there that have commented or emailed me or called me and talked about it, they've given me suggestions. My brother's given me some suggestions. Brother was, I guess, one of the main people that helped me out with a barbecue sauce. We were at his house one day years ago when Alabama and Auburn played, and which of course they play every year, but we were at his house that year, and he was doing something with some wings, and he had this sauce that I was just like, man, that is awesome. And he told me a little bit about it, and so I took that and brought it back home and put some different ingredients in it, kind of make it my own thing. But I got to give the credit out to my brother about that. He gave me that idea. He dipped that wing into that sauce. It wasn't thick. It was kind of liquidy, and it was extremely good. But I put a little bit more taste and a little bit more ingredients in it, so it's now my sauce, but you still have yours. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the meat is done. So like I said, we're going to take this lid off. We're going to move it over here. We're going to slop that meat right on in here, just like that. And turn our heat off over here. And in the meanwhile, what we're going to do, we're going to just stir it and mix it all together. See how we're getting it in there? Now, this dish isn't a southern style dish. I don't know what kind of category to throw that into, but it is a very, very good dish. So now we're going to just let that sit there just a little bit more. Excuse me. I hope you all enjoy it. I hope you all try it at home. And if you do try it at home, email me, comment below. You can comment either on YouTube or you can find me on Facebook. My email address again is johnharris3163@yahoo.com. I will try to have another channel set up besides John Harris. We'll have the channel of Country Boy Cooking or COC, Country Boy Cooking. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, we've cleaned up our station some. We're letting that sear off just a little bit more. I know the boys came home from school today really, really hungry, so what we're going to do is bring it over here. We're going to take this off now. Now we're going to take, and we will have, excuse me, JB's looking at me like, you move. So we're going to take our boat, not flat. You want them, sorry about that one. You saw me about drop that one. JB's back there laughing at me. We're going to take our boat. We're going to fill it up nice. Make it look nice and delicious. So JB's back there licking his lips already. Take another one here. You don't want to get it over too full because some of the boats are obviously not as big as the other ones. What are you doing over there? JB's loving it, and he's laughing, and he's having a good time. He talked about doing a video. He was the main person that got me going on YouTube. So, thanks to him, I'm taking the courage and getting out here and doing it. You're going to zoom in there, John, and see how that looks right there. All right, so now, the test. We can put some tapatio on it. We can take and just dab a little bit on there like that if you want. You don't have to. Some people do not like hot sauce. But what you do, you take that bad boy, you look at it, you can tell that it's healthy, it's not fattening, it's just awesomeness, and it tastes delicious. And you can smell the sesame seed and the garlic and all this, even the hot sauce now that I just put it on there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, I want to thank you for coming out, tuning into the video tonight. There will be another one probably on Friday or Saturday. I'm going to try to get out on the grill and do some smoking of some chicken or some pork or something out on that grill this weekend. Look forward to some videos on knife skills. Those are going to be probably 3 or 4 minute night videos. Help me out again. Pass the word, spread my name. If you see my video on Facebook, share it and tell people to find me. Thank you very much. This is Chef Bama at Country Boy Cooking on YouTube. YouTube channel is John Harris. Thank y'all very much. Have a great night.